Which animal is smarter, a dolphin, a crow, or an elephant? Today we're counting down the top 10 most intelligent animals on planet Earth. Some of these will shock you. You won't believe what number 3 can do. But first, how do we even measure animal intelligence? Scientists look at problem solving, tool use, self-awareness, communication, and memory. Let's dive in. Starting at number 10, the octopus. These 8-armed geniuses have 500 million neurons, more than a dog. But here's the crazy part. 2/3 of those neurons are in their arms, not their brain. Each arm can think independently. Octopuses are master escape artists. They've been caught sneaking out of aquariums at night to eat fish from neighboring tanks, then returning before morning. They can solve mazes, open child-proof bottles, and even recognize individual human faces. And they're the ultimate masters of disguise, changing color and texture in milliseconds to blend with any surface. Intelligence score, 8 out of 10. Moving on. Number 9, pigs. Yes, pigs. These animals are smarter than your dog, and science proves it. Pigs can learn their names in just 2 weeks. They understand mirror reflections, a test that most animals fail. When shown food in a mirror, pigs know to turn around and find it behind them. In lab tests, pigs learn to play video games using joysticks with their snouts faster than chimpanzees. They have long-term memory spanning years and can remember complex sequences. And they also have deep emotions. They console each other when stressed and celebrate together when happy. Intelligence score, 8 out of 10. Number 8, squirrels. These fluffy-tailed geniuses are nature's master strategists. A single squirrel can remember the location of up to 10,000 hidden nuts across an entire forest. Their spatial memory is so advanced that scientists study it to understand human memory disorders. But here's the genius move. Squirrels fake bury nuts. If they sense another animal watching, they'll pretend to bury food in one spot, then actually hide it somewhere else. That's deception, a sign of advanced intelligence. Urban squirrels have even learned to navigate traffic lights and subway schedules. Intelligence score, 8.5 out of 10. Number 7, parrots, specifically African gray parrots. Meet Alex, the most famous parrot in science. He had a vocabulary of over 100 words and could identify colors, shapes, and numbers up to 6. When shown objects, he didn't just repeat words, he understood concepts. Parrots have emotional intelligence equal to a 5-year-old human child. They form lifelong bonds, grieve when separated, and can hold grudges for years. And they also understand rhythm and beat. Parrots are the only animals besides humans that can dance to music in sync with the tempo. Intelligence score, 9 out of 10. Number 6, elephants. These gentle giants have the largest brain of any land animal, weighing 11 pounds. Elephants have extraordinary emotional intelligence. They mourn their dead, holding vigils over bodies and returning to burial sites years later. They've been observed gently touching the bones of deceased herd members with their trunks. They use tools strategically, stacking boxes to reach food, using sticks to scratch themselves, and even dropping rocks on electric fences to disable them before crossing. Elephants pass the mirror self-recognition test. They know it's them in the reflection. Only a handful of species can do this. They have complex social structures, with grandmothers leading families and teaching younger generations for decades. Intelligence score, 9 out of 10. Number 5, crows, the Einstein of birds. In one experiment, crows figured out to drop stones into a tube of water to raise the level and reach floating food. That's understanding physics at the level of a 7-year-old human. New Caledonian crows craft complex tools from scratch. They bend wire into hooks, shape leaves into spears, and even create multi-part tools with different components. Crows remember human faces for years. Scientists who captured crows for studies reported being dive-bombed by those same crows and their families 5 years later. They pass grudges to their offspring. And they have fun. Crows have been filmed sledding down snowy roofs using pieces of bark over and over just for enjoyment. Intelligence score, 9.5 out of 10. Number 4. Sea otters. These adorable marine mammals are tool-use masters. Sea otters use rocks as hammers to crack open shellfish. But here's what makes them special. Each otter has a favorite rock that they keep in a pocket of loose skin under their arm. They carry this same rock for months. Mother otters teach their pups which rocks work best and demonstrate proper technique. That's culture, passing down knowledge through generations. Otters also juggle rocks while floating, not for any survival reason, just because they enjoy it. That's play behavior, indicating advanced cognition. Intelligence score, 8.5 out of 10. Number 3. Orangutans. These red apes share 97% of our DNA, and it shows. Orangutans in captivity have learned over 100 sign language symbols and can communicate complex ideas like hurry and later. In wild populations, they craft sophisticated tools, leaf gloves to handle spiny fruit, leaf umbrellas for rain, and whistles from leaves to amplify alarm calls. But here's the mind-blowing part. Orangutans can plan for the future. In experiments, they saved tools they knew they'd need hours later. That's mental time travel, imagining a future scenario. They understand trade and bartering. In one study, an orangutan saved cucumber slices, which he didn't like, because he learned he could trade them for grapes later. Intelligence score, 9.5 out of 10. Number 2. Dolphins. Dolphins have brain-to-body ratios second only to humans. They use tools in the wild. Bottlenose dolphins in Australia wear sponges on their beaks to protect themselves while foraging on the rough ocean floor. Mothers teach this skill to daughters. Each dolphin has a unique signature whistle, essentially a name. They call to each other by name and remember individual dolphins for over 20 years. Dolphins pass the mirror test with flying colors. They examine marks on their bodies using mirrors and understand they're seeing themselves. They plan complex, coordinated hunts, assigning roles to different pod members. They have culture. Different pods have different hunting techniques passed down through generations. Intelligence score, 10 out of 10. And number 1, chimpanzees. Sharing 99% of our DNA, chimps are our closest living relatives and the smartest animals besides humans. Chimps use over 25 different types of tools and can create multi-step toolkits. They fashion spears to hunt, leaf sponges to collect water, and even create tool sets with different implements for different tasks. They engage in politics and warfare. Chimp groups form alliances, overthrow leaders, and wage coordinated attacks on rival groups. They plan ambushes days in advance. In captivity, chimps have learned thousands of symbols and can construct sentences. One chimp named Washo taught sign language to her adopted son without human help. They have theory of mind, understanding that others have thoughts and feelings different from their own. They console each other, hold grudges, and even display behavior that looks like mourning. Young chimps learn by watching elders for years, absorbing cultural knowledge. Different chimp groups have different customs, dialects, and tool use techniques. Intelligence score, 10 out of 10, the closest to human intelligence on Earth. So there you have it, the top 10 most intelligent animals on our planet. From octopuses thinking with their arms to chimpanzees waging wars, the animal kingdom is full of brilliant minds. Which one surprised you the most? Drop a comment below. And if you enjoyed this video, we post new long-form animal content every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday at 6 p.m. Hit subscribe so you don't miss the next one.
Coming up next, the ultimate animal guessing challenge. 50 animals, 3 seconds each. Can you beat the clock? Are you ready to test your animal knowledge? See you in the next video.